moving that jab up and down. And then sometimes when you go downstairs, take that downstairs, come up like the left. It's gonna be open. It's gonna fall down into it. Every time you jab down low, just keep trying to come over the top.
Or you could say, hey, you know what? I couldn't beat that Mayweather style back then. I was too young. But look, I did it now against Crawford. I let go of that Mayweather loss a long time ago. This is different for me. I lost that day, and that's it. I learned a lot from it.
Who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford? Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was.
Canelo reacts strongly after hearing that Terence Crawford sparred with Floyd Mayweather during training camp. He says things have now become personal, claiming that Crawford has repeatedly disrespected him. Canelo feels targeted and believes Terence is trying to make him look weak or irrelevant. He warns that this fight is no longer just business, it's personal now.
Tell me a little bit about that. Did things get a little bit personal now?
Yeah, a little bit more personal because, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. Then he tried to maybe to get like she thought and hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't fuck with me.
Terence Crawford has made it clear that he doesn't view Canelo Alvarez's resume as impressive as others might. From Crawford's perspective, many of the so-called elite names on Canelo's record were already past their prime when they fought him. He points to fighters like Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, and Sergey Kovalev, all of whom were clearly in decline by the time they faced Canelo. Additionally, Crawford highlights the one active legend Canelo fought, Floyd Mayweather, who, in his view, completely outclassed him. For Crawford, these facts weaken the argument that Canelo's career places him in a superior position within the sport. He also feels disrespected by Canelo's tendency to dismiss his own accomplishments, suggesting that Canelo often overlooks the quality of Crawford's opposition in an effort to undermine him.
Things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he thinks they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
Promoter Eddie Hearn acknowledges Canelo's natural size advantage but doesn't rule out Terence Crawford's chances. In his view, Crawford's confidence and razor-sharp focus pose a serious threat to any opponent, even someone as physically imposing as Canelo. Hearn emphasizes that belief and mindset can be game changers in boxing. Given Crawford's determination and discipline, he sees a real possibility for an upset. He also points out that while size matters, Crawford's ability to control pace, distance, and rhythm could effectively neutralize that physical gap.
Not for him. Like, not against for him. Like, he's so, I think he has no doubt that he beat Canelo. I really like him. But, have to say, like, tell me his major misconception.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but
no, but he beat a guy who was in the top 5. Destroyed that really never happened.
I agree. Okay. I agree. I mean, he was coming off, some eye problems.
But nobody was saying that when he was beating.
We give him that credit.
I'm just saying. That's a big win. Now,
keep going.
Your guy from the UK who stopped him, what, 6 rounds, was it? Hellbrook.
Yeah,
okay, he stopped somebody that nobody's ever really can hurt going forward.
I mean, yeah, but that was about 8 years before, and Errol Spence.
That wasn't.
Yeah, when he beat Sean Bourne.
No, that was in 2023.
Who?
Terence Crawford beat Sean Bourne.
I'm talking about Hellbrook.
No, I was talking about Bud. I'm not talking about. He stopped it. Nobody's ever able to really hurt.
By the way, I'm not disagreeing with him.
That was a great win. And he didn't have a lot of names at 140, but Postal and all those guys were good fighters. They weren't big names, just like
He doesn't have a great. You have a whole lot of great names, just like Inoue. He does that too. He's great.
By the way, he's one of my
Inoue
favorite
doesn't
fighters.
have a bunch of.
John Ryder, who has shared the ring with Canelo, offers an informed perspective on the challenge of facing the Mexican champion. He acknowledges that Canelo's physical presence is overwhelming and that the weight jump required for Crawford would be no easy task. However, despite those challenges, Ryder believes that if anyone possesses the mental and physical tools to handle such a test, it's Crawford. He praises Crawford's adaptability and well-rounded skill set, suggesting that his technical brilliance could help overcome the physical disadvantages.
He got through division. A lot of people in his camp believe he's even going to stop him, but yeah, what's his thought?
If there's any man that could do it, it would be Terence Crawford, but I just think the sheer size of Canelo is going to be too much on the line.
Do you think size would be too much? I mean, you were in there with Canelo, you landed good shots and he took them, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Terence Crawford is an exceptional talent, but I think the size will be the factor tonight and it would be too big, too strong.
Terence Crawford has been methodical in planning his strategy to face Canelo. He outlines two potential approaches to overcoming the Mexican champion. The first is to apply pressure, disrupt Canelo's rhythm, and overwhelm him with volume. The second is a more calculated strategy, following Mayweather's blueprint, using slick defense, precise counters, and sharp footwork. While Crawford admits he doesn't have the same size advantage Mayweather enjoyed in his prime, he remains confident in his own speed and timing. He sees himself as a hybrid, capable of adapting to any style and blending aggression with tactical brilliance. That versatility, he believes, could be the key to solving the Canelo puzzle.
It's two things that you can do with somebody bigger and stronger. You know, you can either try to push them back, you know, because 9 times out of 10, a strong fighter not used to going back. You know, so it kind of fucks them up in the head, you know.
Yeah.
Or you can just box them because some of them just slower than others because they got flat feet, and they just looking to load up on certain shots.
Now, Crawford's definitely right here. There's two ways to beat a pressure fighter like Canelo. Either you put the pressure back on him, which is where guys like Triple G and Bill had success, or you use your superior skills and footwork on the outside, which is how Floyd Mayweather won. Now, Crawford, he can't use the pressure approach because he's not as physically dominant as guys like Golovkin and Bivol. You know, Bud is a welterweight or junior middleweight jumping up. He doesn't have the size to push Canelo back. Now, the outside boxing approach, that is definitely Crawford's best chance for Canelo. You know, he is right. Canelo does struggle to cut off the ring at times. We saw that in the slow fight. And he does load up on single shots now. But at the same time, Crawford is not the same pure boxer that Floyd Mayweather was. And Mayweather rarely got hit in that shell. His form of countering, you know, full counter, for example, was, I'm not going to get touched, and then I'll make you pay. Whereas Crawford's style of counterpunching is different. Bud will take one to throw 2 or 3 back. He can't do that against Canelo because of the size and power difference. If Bud takes a clean right hand and throw back an uppercut or a hook, he's either going to get dropped or he's going to end up on his bike like Canelo Carlo. So while I do agree Crawford does have the superior skill set in this fight, but because he doesn't have the size to push Canelo back, the defense of someone like Mayweather stays perfect for 12 rounds on the outside, I do think Canelo's size and power will make a difference in this fight, and that's why I like Canelo to win.
Joe Rogan's take on the matchup reflects a growing sentiment within the fight community. He notes that while Canelo remains an elite fighter, there have been visible signs of decline in his speed and stamina. In contrast, Terence Crawford continues to refine his craft and dominate across multiple weight divisions. Rogan believes the timing could favor Crawford, who appears to be at the peak of his powers. He emphasizes Crawford's pound-for-pound status and views the matchup as far more competitive than it may seem on paper.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford? Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was.
Do you think Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to win, but I think he can. He's going to have to box a brilliant fight.
If Ray Leonard could beat Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez. Why do you say that? Same equation. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Yeah. Over and over and over. He's got to figure the angles and the approaches that will allow him to step in, land to the body, or occasionally upstairs, and then get out.
Jim Lampley, the legendary boxing commentator, places the fight within a broader context. He sees it as a clash between two warriors driven by pride and legacy. While the size difference is evident, Lampley emphasizes that both fighters are defined by far more than their physical attributes. What unites them, he argues, is a relentless hunger to be the best and an unwavering refusal to back down from any challenge.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo, because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the time, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's food can, so to speak.
Max Kellerman doesn't hesitate to crown Terence Crawford as the current king of boxing's pound-for-pound list. While he respects Canelo's accomplishments, he believes the Mexican star's best days are behind him. According to Kellerman, Crawford's recent performances have been nothing short of flawless, showcasing complete control over every opponent, regardless of weight class. In contrast, Canelo has appeared more vulnerable in recent outings, particularly against fighters like Dmitry Bivol and even John Ryder.
Apologies to the monster and who said Crawford as my vote for best pound for pound. Who was the best pound for pound before Floyd? Canelo Alvarez, universally recognized that way. But not just these two guys, the last two best pound for pound fighters in the world.
Teddy Atlas offers a nuanced perspective. He respects Canelo's skills, describing him as a complete and well-trained fighter. However, when it comes to Terence Crawford, Atlas takes a different tone. He calls Crawford special, a word he reserves only for fighters with extraordinary instincts and ring intelligence. Atlas highlights Crawford's ability to make mid-fight adjustments, his composure under pressure, and his ruthless finishing ability. While he acknowledges Canelo's greatness, Atlas suggests that Crawford may belong to a tier reserved for the sport's rarest talents.
Maybe he's a little overrated. Terence Crawford is Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. You know, he has the resume everyone wants. But you have that or you don't have that beauty. I think Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup. Where he came from. I know he's moved up to fake cuts, carry it, but there's some tangibles. I believe that he has.
Daniel Jacobs, having faced Canelo and observed Crawford up close, offers valuable insight into the matchup. He acknowledges that both fighters possess speed, but notes that Crawford's speed is different, more explosive and unpredictable. Jacobs also highlights Crawford's ability to switch stances and throw punches from unusual angles, giving him an edge that even Canelo might struggle to anticipate. After evaluating the strengths of both men, Jacobs admits that if he had to choose a winner, he would lean toward Crawford, citing his timing, sharpness, and high ring IQ.